The plan was simple for Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown and quarterback Jalen Hurts. Step 1. Score a touchdown. Step 2. Dance.
That was our moment to tell everyone to shut up,
Brown said after the Eagles extended their franchise record winning streak to 10 games with a 27-13 victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. Over the past week, there has been plenty of talk surrounding Hurts and Brown. Brown had sparked attention with his comments about the Eagles' passing game, which, while efficient, hadn't been as explosive as expected. The Eagles were winning thanks to running back Saquon Barkley, a strong offensive line, and a blossoming defense, but questions about the passing attack lingered. Brown caught 8 passes for 110 yards and a touchdown, while fellow receiver DeVonta Smith had 11 catches for 109 yards and a touchdown. Hurts, who revealed after the game that he's playing with a broken finger on his non-throwing hand, finished 25 for 32 with 290 yards, his second highest total of the season. When asked what the offense needed to improve on after last week's narrow win over the Carolina Panthers, Brown had a succinct answer.
Passing.
Brandon Graham, who is out for the season with a triceps injury, stoked the flames by discussing the supposed discord during his media appearance. He mentioned Hurts and Brown's long-standing relationship, dating back to high school, and suggested that conversations within the team had brought them closer.
We have guys that are very close, that can have those conversations. It only makes everybody around us better,
Smith said. Brown agreed, saying he, absolutely, thought his comments had made a difference.
I said it for a reason. I only had good intentions behind it. It wasn't for me to get the ball. It was for us to all be on the same page and put our best foot forward. We know what we're capable of,
he said. What surprised no one in the locker room was the timing of his words.
I kind of got crucified for it, but it's cool,
Brown admitted, though he stressed that such conversations are often uncomfortable but necessary.
Behind closed doors, we talk about that stuff. We call each other out. That's very uncomfortable, because you don't want to feel like you're being attacked. But I think we're moving in the right direction. We did what we needed to do today in the passing game.
What a difference a week makes. The tension reached its resolution with 1:13 left in the first quarter of Sunday's game when Hurts threw a dart to Brown, who broke free in the middle of the end zone to score its first touchdown. It was a sign of the Eagles' new approach, quick strikes and solid communication. The team, known for slow starts, finished the first quarter with 10 points.
We knew getting on the ball fast was going to be hard for them, so we did that,
Smith said. After reflecting on the game, Hurts used one of his favorite analogies to explain the team's approach, sharpening all tools so they're ready when it's time to use them.
The grass will be green where you water it,
Hurts said.
We decided to water it and saw the fruits of our labor.
While the running game has been a staple, Hurts acknowledged that balance was key.
We want to continue to be well-rounded, push to be well-rounded, and water all areas of our yard.
Throughout the week, the Eagles emphasized over-communication.
We even exaggerated,
Brown said with a laugh. The wide receivers and Hurts spoke often, reinforcing their connection and ensuring everyone was on the same page.
It's needed, though,
Brown added.
You talk about something 10 times, as it's like, okay, I got it.
Brown believes the team has learned from these conversations and is now more aligned heading into the season's final stretch and the rest of the year.
Head coach Nick Sirianni commented on his team's supposed turmoil.
Our turmoil was just something that we used to galvanize us and get better from, and they did that.
Hurts, the stoic leader, embraced the scrutiny.
Scrutiny is never-ending.
It's nothing new, Hurts said.
That's something that I find a thrill in. I appreciate being told I can't, and that we can't. I know I lead this team, which takes a lot out of it. It demands a lot out of you. And I just want to show up and be the best teammate, quarterback, and I can be for the guys on the team.
Despite facing external noise, the Eagles have maintained focus. Last year, the team was consumed by distractions, but in 2024, they've kept their eyes on the prize. The arrival of new coordinators on both sides of the ball, off-season drama, and even a rumored rift between Hurts and Sirianni haven't derailed the team.
We're impenetrable to outside narratives,
Hurts said, showing the maturity that's defined his leadership style. Brown and Smith have become Hurts' primary targets with tight end Dallas Goedert on injured reserve. Barkley's presence has also shifted the offensive focus, but his absence for part of the game showed how much the Eagles still rely on their passing game. Hurts' 32 passing attempts against the Steelers were his most since Week 4, and they looked comfortable with the increased workload. A 10-game winning streak is impressive, but Brown emphasized that the Eagles know the end goal.
Winning 10 games in a row means little when the goal is to win the Super Bowl,
he said. And that's the mentality that has made this team dangerous. They're not just satisfied with the regular season.
They're pushing for greatness, using every internal and external challenge as fuel to keep improving. It's easy for us to have these tough conversations, to call each other out, because we know what we want,
Brown said, summing up the Eagles' mindset as they continue their march toward the postseason.